What's good, YouTube? It's Big Mind Sports. I'm back here again with another video, and just got done with NFL Sunday. So I'm finna do a couple games and review and got some questions. I already know what it is. So the first game I want to talk about, I did a video on Shador and the Browns, so make sure y'all go watch that. Leave a like on that. One of the games I want to talk about is the Bengals versus the Bills. I said I thought the Bengals was going to win it. I thought they was finna go on a crazy run. Well, it turned out I was wrong. Joe Burrow, he played all right. He had 2 interceptions though. He went 25 for 36 and had 284 yards, 4 TDs, 2 picks. He was good, but them interceptions killed him. I ain't gonna lie. The thing about them, they defense ain't too good enough to where if you turn the ball over, they can help you. So if you turn the ball over with the Bengals defense, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna lie to you. So that game was over with. But I gotta give a shout out to Josh Allen. Josh Allen he went for 22 for 28. He had 251 yards, 3 TDs. He balled out. I ain't think they was gonna win it. I gotta still keep shouting out Josh Allen because I did not expect him to be this good when he came out in the draft. I thought he was just gonna be another average quarterback. They just gassed because he was just a big white quarterback with a strong arm. But he's actually good because he doing it with his receiver core is not the best receiver core. His tight ends is good. Knox and Kennard. You got good tight ends. I ain't gonna say they're the elites, but they some really good tight ends. But his receiving core ain't on nothing, boy. So he keep putting his offense on his back. That boy carrying the world, boy. So I got to shout him out, boy. He doing his thing. He is doing his thing. Shout out to Josh Allen and the Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals over with. So to me, I think they should just since a playoff run's over with now. I don't think they'll be able to make the playoffs now no more if they win out. I think they should just sit Burrow because there ain't no more point of playing Burrow if you ain't finna make it to the playoffs. So I will sit him. Hopefully, try to get a good pick. Rest him. I know he don't want to rest. He rushed back to come back, but what's the point of playing if you ain't finna? You see what I'm saying? You ain't finna win nothing. I understood if it was still a chance to make it to the playoffs, but I think that chance is over with. So I don't think they finna make it. Another game I want to talk about is the Bears in Chicago. I think that was really one of the best games of tonight. I ain't gonna lie. The Packers they shocked me. I thought the Bears was going to run the ball on them. I thought they was going to control the clock, but nah, they didn't. I got to shout out to them Packers, boy. The Packers, let me see right here. The Packers, Jordan Love, he went 17 for 25, 234 yards, 3 TDs, and 1 interception. He was playing good. I ain't gonna lie. Josh Jacobs, that boy was running that ball. I remember that one play in the fourth when with all the people was around him, and he just came running right through that joint, boy. But Josh Jacobs, he been balling, boy. He's super good. Watson had 89 yards. He did his thing too. I ain't gonna lie. He had that long catch. But yeah, Jordan Love, he balling right now. I ain't gonna lie. This team is looking scary. I ain't gonna lie. The Packers, because they starting to get hot at the right time. Most of the times when teams win the Super Bowl, it's all about who's the healthiest and who's the hottest at the moment. And right now, they're looking like they slick out both. I ain't gonna lie to you. They about the healthiest, and they looking hot right now. Yeah. But Chicago, the Bears, Caleb Williams, he went 19 for 35, 186 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Wasn't his best game. That last interception, he had DJ Moore wide open. I don't know why he didn't throw it to him, but yeah. I think they're gonna be straight. It's just he's still young. There's gonna be some improvements. He's gonna get better. Bernard, I'm glad they're starting to use him. Luther Bernard, he was a dog. He was one of my favorite receivers coming out of college. I really like him. I really did like him. So I'm glad they're starting to use him more because I think he a threat, boy. I don't know why they don't use him, but yeah, I'm glad they're using him more. Last game in the final game, Uh, let's talk about the Houston Texans versus the Chiefs. Shout out to them Texans. Shout out to that D-line. It was on, boy. Mahomes, that boy was running for his life all game. I ain't gonna lie. He was running. He was moving in that pocket. He couldn't sit still at all. It was on him. So that D-line is something not to be played with. They get pressure with just 4, which is crazy. So I got to shout out to that D-line. Also, C.J. Stroud, he played good. That last play in the fourth quarter where he escaped Chris Jones' sack to throw that pass to get the first down to move the clock, that was good. C.J. Stroud, he went 15 for 31, 203, 1 touchdown. I'll say he didn't have a good game, but he had good moments, though. That's what I could say. He had great moments of times where he needed to extend the clock and get the first down to let the clock run. He got it. So I got to give him that. Collins, he went big, 4 catches for 121 yards. He was doing his thing. But yeah, really that D-line should be that defense should be what's talked about. Boy, that defense is something serious, and that D-line is no joke. I can't lie. They be getting at that quarterback, boy. They get at him. But let's talk about the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he went 14 for 33, 160 yards, 3 interceptions. I told you, boy, Patrick Mahomes, he couldn't do nothing. But that last interception, I really ain't gonna count him because that was more on what's his name? I'm gonna say that was more on Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, I'm finna get to you. But yeah, this Mahomes, it just that O-line, they wasn't protecting them. Even though that D-line is something crazy, but that O-line, they wasn't doing nothing. He couldn't do nothing. So that joint he was running for his life. Look, he was the leading rusher with 59 yards, so they couldn't even run the ball. So yeah, but with Travis Kelce, I think Travis Kelce, it's his last season. I don't think he got it no more. He been digressing more and more. So I think this is it. I think this is last year. I think he should retire. You're Hall of Famer. There ain't a question about it. But yeah, you ain't doing the best right now, big dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't looking the best out there. But Ray Rice too. You got to catch that ball because Mahomes threw it to you in the money, boy. You dropping it. They was dropping balls left and right. So I really can't fault this game on Mahomes, them 3 turnovers, but he trying to do too much because they really can't do nothing on offense, really. That's the crazy thing about it. They offense used to be so potent and deadly. Now, to keep it real, now all they do is just they can't do nothing. So they offenses, yeah, they can't do nothing. And then the last game I want to talk about, well, it's really not the last game, but the Rams versus the Cardinals. Even though it wasn't nothing crazy, the Rams put a spanking on them, but that's nothing. They're the number 1 team in the NFC West. But the thing about the Rams is Matthew Stafford went for 22 for 31, 281 yards, and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, right? And my thing is Matthew Stafford, this is the question for the day, right? Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer? And I gotta ask that because even though this game I ain't gonna talk about it because it's the Cardinals, they blew him out. But Matthew Stafford has always been good. As a Detroit Lions fan myself, he always been good. To me, he always been a top 5 to 10 quarterback. It's no throw he can't make. He got one of the best arms in the world. I just think if he went to a different team that actually tried to build a team around him, he would be one of the best quarterbacks of all time, to me. Because if you look at it, he done made a lot of, if you look at it, one of the greatest receiving seasons, well, 2 of the greatest receiving seasons of all time with Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp. He was throwing the ball. You got Puka Nacua with the rookie record, who was throwing the ball. Matthew Stafford. He done had Golden Tate, best years was with him. Marvin Jones, best years was with him. Shoot, he even got Kenny Galladay, an All-Pro. I think he caught more catches his All-Pro year than he did for the rest of his NFL career after that. So I always said Matthew Stafford was elite. It's just he was on a trash team. And, like, shoot, even this game, his running back rushed for 100 yards. I don't know the stat. I'm going to put it in here. But, yeah, the running backs usually only rush for, like, I forgot how many times it was in the Detroit history, how many times he had a 100-yard rushing season. I mean, a running back rushed for 100 yards. in the game. I think he's almost close to just in that time with the Rams. But so he actually getting a run game. He actually got a good defense now. Now people are actually seeing what Stafford can do. Now everybody is shocked that, oh, Stafford is doing this and he's winning games. Stafford always been a dog. It's just the team was always trash. In Detroit, we will always have a top passing offense, and we will always have a good run defense. But after that, we'll be worse in pass defense. We'll be worse in run defense. Worse in run offense. So it's like we was good. It's just he never had a real good team. Now we got a team around him. He balling out. So my question is, Matthew Stafford, one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time? And my answer is yes. I just think if he went to another organization, he could be arguably one of the greatest, because ain't no throws he can't make. It's nothing he can't do. He's one of the toughest quarterbacks. It's just you get a good defense around him. Now you see what he's doing. So yeah, shout out to y'all, and make sure y'all like and subscribe, and also make sure you answer the question in the comments, and yeah, peace out.